I want to get something straight. Mystery Incorporated, right? A huge, iconic group. But are all of them iconic? What's crack-a-lack and home slices? Today I'm going to be ranking characters on who is more likely to make it into multiverses. Without further ado, let's go. First up we have Godzilla. I think he 100% has a chance of being added into multiverses. Not only would his moveset be insane, but I feel like he'd be a great rival to Iron Giant players. But what do y'all think? Staying on the topic of Godzilla, we have King Kong. Now King Kong's a whole different situation because I don't think, at least me personally, I don't think he's as big as Godzilla, so I would put neutral. We have Daffy Duck. He's 100% coming to the game. Like, come on, it's Daffy Duck, right? I'm surprised he hasn't been added into multiverses yet. Green Lantern 100% coming. I mean, hell, we saw his lantern in the very first trailer on the ground. Like, if you don't add Green Lantern, you're throwing. Like, come on, man. Atrocitus, staying on the topic of the lanterns, you know, Atrocitus, I'd say he's very likely, or actually, no, he's very likely. I'm gonna keep my hopes up. I mean, look, I was an Atrocitus main back in Injustice 2, so maybe it's biased, but I would love for him to come to the game. Dexter's Laboratory. Dexter. We have Dexter. I think he's unlikely, in my opinion. Dr. Manhattan, I'd say he's likely to come to the game. I feel like a lot of people don't really know Dr. Manhattan unless you show a picture of him, and then they'll be like, oh, I know him. Or, next we have Ben 10. He's 100% coming. He has to be, you know, he's a big name in Cartoon Network, and I feel like he would have an insane moveset. By the way, comment down below which Ben you guys want in multiverses. Me personally, I want this Ben 10. I want the Alien Force / Ultimate Alien Ben. I feel like the aliens from this specific Ben would contribute more to his moveset. Next up we have Courage. I think he is likely to come to the game. Constantine is highly unlikely. Actually, matter of fact, I don't think Constantine would ever happen. Mostly because what would his moveset look like? You know, I don't know. Comment down below what you think. But I personally just wouldn't know what it would look like. Host from Total Drama Island. I forgot his name completely. But yeah, I don't think that's happening. Maybe as an announcer. I don't know. Chowder, neutral. Next up we have Billy and Mandy. And you know what? Let me just get Grimm in here as well. I think Grimm is likely to come to the game, but when it comes to Billy and Mandy, I'm gonna just put them in neutral. They'll either come to the game or they won't. But Grimm, I feel like, has a better chance. Next up we have Joker. I mean, come on. Like, it's Joker, right? You already have Batman. Might as well finish the duo with a Joker. And yeah, Pennywise, damn. Pennywise, I'd say it's likely. I'd say he's likely. You know, as a horror movie character, I have to emphasize that horror because, you know. Kevin, neutral. Next up is Johnny Bravo. I don't know. I'd say he's likely. Jason, I want Jason to come to the game, but it'll be huge hurdles and leaps that Warner Bros. Would have to pull. So I'm putting neutral, sadly. I really want him to be in the game, though. Harry Potter, I think, is very likely. The Flash, 100%. Please, I mean, I know. He has to be coming to the game, right? You know, we've been asking and asking for these type of characters to be added, and hopefully they do. Ice King, neutral. Next up, we have Freddy Krueger. I'll add him in the same tier as Pennywise, because I feel like they're likely, but next up is Rigby, Rigbone. Where's Mordecai? Let's just put them together, to be honest. I'd say they're likely to come to the game. Definitely, for sure. Gooby Dooby Doo, we're putting him in 100%. Where are the other ones? We have Freddy and Daphne's over here. Now I want to get something straight. Mystery Incorporated, right? A huge, iconic group. But are all of them iconic? I don't think so, right? You have Velma, you have Shaggy already in the game. Scooby would just complete it. I feel like Freddy, designated driver, not happening. Daphne, she's carpooling, most likely not happening. Now, hey, and like Warner Bros, y'all can prove me wrong, but listen, that's just me. Samurai Jack, I think he's very likely to come to the game. Poison Ivy, it's likely. I wouldn't say very likely. Raven, I'm pretty sure Raven was leaked at some point, or at least rumors were spreading, so I'll just say 100%. Powerpuff Girls, very likely. Marceline, 100%. At least that's what I think. Again, rumors spreaded. I don't know. Next up, we have Scorpion, and again, I'm putting them together. Scorpion and Sub-Zero, I think, are likely to come to the game. Both owned by Warner, both huge IPs. The Mask, I think The Mask is neutral. He'll either be added or he won't be. He would have a pretty goofy moveset. I'd say similar to Bugs Bunny, but I don't know. Comment down below if y'all want me to make videos making movesets for these characters. That would be really fun. Next up is Yosemite Sam. I'd say he is very likely to come to the game. Now, I already know he has a KO effect, but hey, listen, that doesn't take him off the table completely, alright? That's all I'm saying. Next up, we have Walter White. Walter White, I think, is very likely to come to the game. I wouldn't say 100%, but I feel like we've petitioned enough for him to come to the game, so I feel like PFG is trying to, you know, pull strings. Vilgax. Ah, golly, man. I'd say he's very likely to come to the game. I mean, come on. If you're going to add Ben 10, you can't leave out Vilgax. He's iconic. He's quite literally iconic. Vampire King, Adventure Time. Vampire King, neutral. Lich. Very likely, I'd say. You know, Adventure Time villain, come on. Emmett, I think he was leaked before. I say Ed and Eddie's likely. Elmer Fudd, you know what, I'm gonna put Elmer Fudd at very likely because we need that Bugs Bunny rival, and you know, I have a ton of moveset ideas. Matter of fact, I think I just might start making movesets for characters. Gumball, unlikely. Actually, I don't think he's happening, to be honest. Captain Cold, I'd say he's likely if they add the Flash, so. Next up, we have Darkseid. Very likely, but like ahead of everyone else. Beast Boy, likely. King Shark, likely. I mean, Suicide Squad, Harley's already in the game. Come on. Anyways, that is my tier list. If you haven't already, don't forget to drop a like, subscribe, and comment down below your thoughts on who you might think is coming to the game. That's all I got for you today. Peace.